Okay. First of all, there is a lot of chaos within the pet parents and the feeders and all.
Hmm.
So that's the reason I wanted to speak to you, and it's thanks to you that you removed the time for this. And the thing is, there are some questions which are coming
Yeah.
up every day. So let's start with them. First is, do you
Okay.
think so? Does this coronavirus can be transmitted to pet animals or any random animals from humans to them?
So far from what we know, it's only human to human
Okay.
transmission.
Okay.
Okay, that's what all the scientists are saying all over the world. There have been 3 cases totally that corona has been detected in animals. That's 2 dogs in Hong Kong and 1 cat in Belgium day before yesterday.
Okay.
So with the dogs in Hong Kong, it was found by doing a test of their nasal swab. So
Okay.
they weren't showing any symptoms of the virus. They were just tested because they were in the same house as someone who was COVID positive.
Okay.
And one of the dogs died, but it was like a 15-year-old dog, anyways, and
Okay.
had kidney failure. So it didn't die of the corona. Okay.
Okay. So it died
And
because of the kidney.
yeah, and other
Okay.
issues from what we
Okay.
know. It didn't have any symptoms of the corona. Plus, it
Okay.
was in quarantine for a while and away from its owner. So that stress also may have added to
Right.
things.
Right. Agreed.
With the cat in Belgium, we don't know a lot. It first came out in the newspaper, the Brussels Times,
Okay.
and all it said is that a lady had tested positive for corona, and then they tested her cat,
Okay.
and in the stool of the cat, they found that it tested positive for
Okay.
COVID-19. But
Okay.
with the cat, it was also showing some respiratory issues, which are a classic symptom of COVID in people. But it was also showing enteric, like diarrhea and those kind of issues, which is
Right.
not a symptom in people.
Right.
So we need more information about that before we can say anything. And one isolated case is not enough for us to say that
Agreed. Yes. True.
animals can catch it. So as far as we know, it's only human to human transmission, which
Okay.
everyone should really remember. And it's really sad that people are abandoning the animals or
Yeah, because
calling
the
them.
cases are every day increasing. Like people are just, and we are seeing that also. It's not that Indian indie breed. It's like good breeds also, Labrador, pugs, and everything we are seeing. So it's like heartbreaking for it. So second is, and what precautions should the pet owners take with their pets during this time?
So basic hygiene as always,
Okay.
and try and minimize your walks that you're taking your dogs for. So if you're taking them, don't take them down for long walks.
Okay.
If possible, just in the building itself. If you do have to use a dog walker, I wouldn't really recommend that because you will never
Right.
know where else he's gone and what he
Right.
may be
Agreed.
carrying.
Agreed.
So the question here is not whether your dog will get it, but the fur on the dog can carry the virus, just like anything
Okay.
else. So if
Okay.
someone happens to sneeze or cough and that aerosol goes on the fur, they say on fur or any porous material, the
Okay.
virus survives for a few hours.
Oh,
So if
okay.
your dog comes home and you touch it and then you touch your face and
So it
he's been
got to
exposed to
us.
it, that's one way that can get.
Okay, but it's
But
nothing for the dog to do it. Which
no,
people are
exactly. It can
doing.
be anything
Yeah.
else. Yeah. It's just like if you go for a walk and you just
Right.
happen to pass someone. So that's
Okay.
why you're supposed to just keep a distance. So if you're walking your dog, make sure that there's no one else walking,
Okay.
not that dogs, just walking in generally anywhere close
Right.
to you. So try to
Right.
go early in the morning and, later in the evening when people are grocery shopping because most people
Right.
who are
When
out
people
are
are not around.
buying.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is it advisable to put shoes on them while going for a walk? Because there are clients who are just asking that, will the shoes prevent us from getting the virus into their paws and then home?
But
I was like,
uh,
not sure.
well, it never hurts. I mean, it's a good practice anyway.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when you bring them home, then you're going to have to wash those shoes as well. So you are going to come in contact with the shoes.
Right.
And
Right.
another thing is that the virus will survive longer on things like rubber and plastic than it will on fur. So
Okay.
it's probably more likely that the rubber shoe will pick up an infection rather than, the dog fur. So what these things are called is it's called fomites, which means like anything that's not living, which has a virus on top of it. And by touching it and then touching your face, you can get.
Okay.
So probably better to not wear the shoes.
Yeah, it's better to avoid it.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Okay, so shoes are a complete no. And what precautions a cat owner should take? Because cats generally don't go out for a walk.
Yeah, so nothing
Is
really.
it
I
a
mean, if
litter tray? Some hygiene
no,
has to
no,
be
nothing like that.
maintained.
No, I don't think so. As long as you're not leaving the house, then it's fine.
Okay, okay, all right. So we've got that. The four options is also sorted. And how can a vet test it if he wants to? Still, there are clients who really want to get their pets tested. So how is a vet
There
supposed
are
to do it?
shortage of tests in general, so I don't think
Yeah.
anyone is going to spare one test for an animal right now. It really doesn't make sense.
Okay, okay. And what about grooming the pets during this time? Because generally all the grooming salons are closed. So
Yeah,
it's an
so
essential part of their life.
that's a difficult question because I don't know if you would count grooming as an essential service. I mean,
Right,
there are a lot of people who never groom their pets themselves, like they never
right,
give them a bath, and
right.
especially for dogs with skin conditions, they need their weekly medicated baths and
Yeah.
stuff. But another thing is, as vets, we are not counting skin issues as an emergency right now anyway. We're
Hmm.
only seeing emergencies, and we don't count rashes and skin problems as an emergency right now.
Okay.
So it's a very personal decision. I mean, if you want to keep a salon open, I don't think that police are well within their rights to ask you to close. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
you'd have to
Okay.
give proof that it's a medicated bath that the dog requires. And
Right.
another thing is, you will not be able to come in contact with the owner. You will have to do what we do at the clinic, which is called a curbside pickup. So the car would stop on the payment, and the handler will go and pick up the dog from the car and bring it in, so that
Okay.
there's no communication with you and the owner
Hmm.
in
Yeah, right.
direct
Okay.
contact. You can talk to them on the phone and find out what's happening.
Okay.
I think because if the lockdown goes on for longer, like maybe 3 months or
Yeah.
whatever, then I think that they will have to open up grooming salons because
Yeah,
I
because
mean,
then ultimately the dog needs to get groomed because hygiene it has to be approved, I guess.
yeah,
And
have to just
anything
wait.
related to their any other precautions the owner should take with the diet or anything because they are going berserk with the shortage of dog food
No,
going
no, there's nothing to do with it's not food related at all.
on. Okay.
So they should make sure that they don't make too many changes in their diet as far as possible.
Okay.
Uh, because if they get like a reaction, like either skin rash
Right.
or even like diarrhea or something, it may not be that easy for them to take the dog or the cat to a vet.
Okay.
So, as far as possible, now that everything's available, stock up on your cat and dog food, but don't
Right.
overstock.
Yeah, so that others get a chance to have it also. All right.
Yeah.
That was good talking to you. That's all. If I
Okay.
get any more questions in my mind, I'm going to again trouble you for it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Another thing, Isha, just when they take the dogs for a walk and they bring them up, they must make sure to wash their paws really well.
So it has to
Okay.
be washed with just water or with aseptic or
No,
something.
so it would be a good idea to use diluted Savlon
Okay.
or else any mild dog shampoo. You can make a solution of like dog shampoo and water in a tumbler and just dip their paws in it and then wipe their paws really well.
Okay.
And of course, owners, when they go down, they should wear masks. And please don't make your dog wear a mask because that will like
Yeah.
not probably that's the
That's
meme that
right.
goes.
That's right.
Okay.
No, because even they should also not touch the dog during the walks. I feel so.
Yeah, they should just hold the leash and that's it. And
Right.
just a quick walk, not like a long walk.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's great talking
Oh,
to you.
stray feeding, Isha, you forgot to talk about.
Stray feeding.
That
Yes, yes,
people
yes.
should
There's a
go
lot of
down and
feeders. Yes, lot of feeders who are like means they want to come out, but the family people are pressuring that don't you go out. And plus, there are certain cops who are also troubling that don't feed 2 3 days if you don't feed and nothing happens to the strays. But it's a must because they don't go and hunt for food and like restaurants
yes,
are shut.
exactly.
So there is no garbage also available for them to go and have a meal from
No,
it.
no. And they should, when people are going down, they can carry a copy of that letter from Menka Gandhi on their
Yeah.
phone, which also mentions her PA's number so that if anyone is
Right.
troubling you, then you can give her a call.
Yeah, and it's
They're-
no harm feeding them. You are not touching the dog. You are just
no.
keeping the food on the floor and just going off. So that should not
Yeah,
be a
they're just
problem.
basically saying that it doesn't seem essential to some people for you to go down and feed strays, but it definitely is. I mean, I'm on my way to work. I'm seeing so many cats and dogs on the pavement who are looking lost
Yeah,
because
yeah,
they're probably waiting for like something to eat and not
yeah. Right.
eating their usual.
Yeah, and plus there are no humans around, so they are even more surprised at what's going on.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Okay, so means all the feeders have to go and feed. There's no risk in feeding them.
Yeah, and a good idea would be to maybe have like a WhatsApp group where you can coordinate with other feeders in the area, so that maybe
Right.
you can coordinate times so that too many people
None
aren't down
of
at the same
the lane
time.
is missed out, and that all of them are fed
Yeah, and you all
equally.
don't overlap also, Otherwise,
Okay.
like
Yeah, that food
in
can
my
be
area,
given to
they're
the
very
dog
lucky.
or cats who are not getting it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
And you were asking about whether chicken is not available now. If it's not easy to find, what else you can give? Milk is always an option. So just milk mixed with chapatis. I mean, if they're hungry enough, they will eat it.
Okay.
And if you are able to get chicken from not a cold storage, but like one of the chicken shops,
Right.
then stock up on a lot of feet, and then you can boil them for a little while and then keep them in your freezer, and then just mix it with a little bit of rice, and then that's a good option.
Enough to go.
Stray dogs, yeah.
It's not
Just
going
the
to
chicken
harm them
feet.
or become heaty for
It
them.
won't harm them.
Like
No,
that.
as long as you boil it a little bit and it's just a feed, it won't harm them.
Okay.
And eggs are another option. Eggs mixed with rice.
But how many eggs can a dog consume in a day? Suppose it's a pug or a cocker spaniel.
We're talking about home dogs now. A pug can probably have 2 eggs in a day, but if they have high cholesterol, then I'd give 1 egg yolk and 2 whites.
Okay. Okay. All right. Other strays though are like they are super immune. They can have whatever.
And even like curds and rice and stuff like that would be a good
Yeah,
option.
we can.
They need that protein.
Okay.
Fish is also an option.
Fish is the option, but again, some who are vegetarian, that's a problem for them then.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's cool enough. I'll get back to you if anything comes up.
Okay. Oh, that's for me. Bye.
Hello.
Okay.
Bye bye. Take care.
Bye. Bye.